Hopefully these few things help you get through your beautiful, magical time of having hemorrhoids. I feel like I was pooping out like a small baby out of my butt every day. Like, the goal, if you are having these issues, you do not want to have to use your butt at all. Like, you want it just to flow out. Hi, my name is Olivia, and I'm a first-time mom with an almost 7-month-old baby boy, and I like to do things a little bit more natural, a little bit more on the crunchier side of things. And so today I want to talk about the lovely topic, hemorrhoids. So I feel like I was prepared for a lot of things postpartum. A lot of my friends told me, you know, you need the bottle and it's gonna hurt when you go to the bathroom, and you need diapers and you need ice packs and all the things. And the one thing that I was not prepared for was hemorrhoids. And wow, those were incredibly painful. They were terrible. I feel like I was pooping out like a small baby out of my butt every day. Like, I'm sorry that that's TMI, but that's what this is. It was horrible, honestly. Like, it was not fun to go through. So hopefully these things can help you if you are dealing with the same thing, or maybe you can prepare yourself and know these things so, you know, the hemorrhoid situation hopefully doesn't go on as long as it did for me. So I even went to the doctor to get that checked out. I went to my OB. I was fully intending on going to another doctor, like a specialist of that kind, because I was like, this is the worst of the worst. Like, this is bad, and maybe I need some type of procedure or something. I don't know, but I just felt like I can't live like this anymore. I don't know what to do. So anyways, I got that checked out, and she basically explained that getting some type of procedure, surgery, whatever, is way more painful than the hemorrhoids themselves, and it also takes a long time for you to recover from it. So she basically said it's not worth it. So didn't go down that rabbit hole, which I'm glad I did not. Okay, so I want to share a couple things, some tips that I did that really worked, and I feel like, I'm going to be honest, I still have hemorrhoid situations now to this day, and I'm 7 months postpartum, but at least now I know exactly what I did wrong and how I can fix it, and so it's not that big of a deal, and I can easily fix it within a day. So here are some of the tips that I suggest you do in order to not have the situation that I did. So the first thing is super simple, but I don't know why it was so hard for me to just drink water. So I'm breastfeeding and I need a lot of water for that, but also I need a lot of water for my bowel movement. And anytime that I would forget to drink enough water, it was a disaster. It was, yeah. You would think after like a couple days of me making this mistake and having horrible repercussions, I would, you know, be on top of it. But sometimes I wasn't, and I don't know why I did that to myself. Anyways, so drink water. I had to drink like a Yeti cup. I don't know how many ounces that is, but I had to drink like 7 of those every day in order to make sure that I was good to go down there. 7 was kind of my magic number. Yours might be different, but 7 Yeti cups of water, and I was pretty good to go. So the next thing is to take a stool softener, and do not forget it. Don't forget it. So this whole like natural lifestyle, household, non-toxic, crunchy, all the things. It is a journey, and it's a long one, especially if you've started this journey, I'm sure you know. So I started out taking just the plain stool softener that you get at Walmart, Target, whatever, not thinking anything. I would not recommend. I read the ingredients after taking it for like months. There's like titanium dioxide, yellow number 6, hypromellose, red number 40, blue number 1, red number 33. Why? I don't care what my stool softener looks like. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand. I also don't understand why I took it and I didn't think anything of it. Anyways, I would recommend Genexa. I bought this instead. Way better, way cleaner ingredients, and it's literally done the exact same thing. It's been totally fine for me. It's worked perfect. So that's what I would recommend. And I took, during pregnancy, when they weren't too bad, I would take one every other day. And then after, I took it every single day. And the day that I had my son, I forgot to take it. Like, all these things are happening, and I forgot to take it. That was probably my biggest mistake. So the next thing I did was I took magnesium. So that's supposed to help you poop. It's supposed to, like, add more water to your poop instead of, like, a stool softener kind of dries you out, and the magnesium kind of fills you up, from my understanding. So magnesium is actually better than a stool softener, which I tried the magnesium by itself, but it did not work. It definitely, like, moves things around, it gets things going, but it doesn't make my poop, like, super solid. The goal, if you are having these issues, you do not want to have to use your butt at all. Like, you want it just to flow out, okay? And so the magnesium just didn't do that for me, but it does help. It did help for me. So I would still recommend taking magnesium, and I'm going to link below what I took and then what I think is actually better, which I should have bought. So I'm going to link those two below. The next thing is not really something to do, it's something not to do. And again, yes, this is TMI, so I'm sorry. But do not push out anything. Do not push out a fart. Okay? Like, if you have the urge, sometimes I would forget and I would just push it out, and that is definitely a mistake. I regret any time that I did that. Why do we do that? Why did I do that? I don't know. But yeah, I would recommend, if you're having to let your poop fall out and relax your butt, then when you have a fart, you probably shouldn't be pushing it out. So the next thing I would suggest is to buy some type of cream. I would use it whenever I got done with the bowel movement, whenever I got done with a shower, if there was, like, in between time. What? I would do it anytime in between. I would always keep it all moist in there. I hate that word, but yeah, you gotta do it. And I've also heard of stories where people's butt hole has, like, tears on it instead of just, like, having hemorrhoids, and I think you can have both. So in that case, I think it's even more important for you to use some type of cream to keep it not dry. Another thing I would suggest is to not sit down if at all possible. So I would breastfeed laying down always. I would try to only lay down on the couch, especially if you go poop right after. You definitely don't want to be sitting on that area. I would even use, like, the breastfeeding pillow as, like, a butt pillow. I would get one of the neck pillows that you use on an airplane, and I would use that whenever I was sitting to eat dinner. Anything I could do to not actually sit on my butt, and I even took that neck pillow anytime I went in the car. Anything like that, because you don't want that pressure on your butt. It's not cool, it's not fun, especially in long periods of time. So I would suggest laying down to nurse and using those pillows if you have them. Another kind of weird thing that I did was I made my own ice pack, and I actually used it like... I used very, very thin underwear, and I used that underneath right after I went to the bathroom, and that helped. I feel like it kind of numbed it, which made it a little bit easier to bear. And another thing, please no thongs of any kind. Only granny panties or go commando. Nothing should be touching it. And the rubbing, no, it makes it 10 times worse. So the last thing I would suggest is to use witch hazel pads. So not only did I use them after I went to the bathroom, like, you stick it in the location, put your underwear on, go about your day. But I would also use them to wipe. I felt like they were way easier than like buying the wipes and trying to get them out of the thing. It was just way easier to just grab the pads, wipe with them, and then use them afterwards as well. Another tip that I wish I would have recognized sooner is do not work out if you're having horrible hemorrhoids. I was so eager to get back to working out. Just keep away from anything that's your lower body. Hopefully these few things help you get through your beautiful, magical time of having hemorrhoids. If you are going through it right now, I am so sorry and I feel your pain. I know how terrible it is. I know how painful it is, but hopefully if you do these couple of things that I did, hopefully it makes them a lot better like it did for me. Anyways, you can get through it. I'm 7 months postpartum and it's finally coming to an end. So good luck and thank you for watching.